Good evening. For Wednesday's lesson for winning and working, we are going to release on sampling and procedures. Actually, sampling is a very big subject. There are many people who have taken PhDs on sampling, and sampling is a subject which includes the science, the statistics, and based on that statistics only, there are many models that have been developed in the geostatistical method. Sampling is always controversial. Now let us go to importance of sampling, and we are going to deal with around 2 to 3 chapters on sampling. They will be what is sampling and what is the purpose of sampling, different types of sampling. Then in the next chapter we will be dealing with underground sampling. Then we will go for a few numerical problems. This is our planning for sampling. Later to that, we will go to the effect of geological structures on the mines, whether you are working. Because in this sequence, if you understand, then you can easily solve the grade problems in sampling. This is a lesson for people of winning and working. Now, coming to sampling, what is sampling? To explain you, generally, I don't know now. When we were children, our mothers used to send to shop before buying rice. Tell us, bring a small little quantity of rice from the shopkeeper. And we used to ask him, bhai thoda sample de dijiye. We can't say bhai, that time we are small, they call uncle, sample de dena. Then that man gives you a little sample. Your mummy just puts a few grains, if it is wheat or rice, then decides whether the rice is good or not. Now, answer me one question. Is that 10 grams or 30 grams or 40 grams of rice going to tell you everything about that 100 kgs of bag what you are going to buy? No. Or can the shopkeeper give you 100 kg of sample to eat? No. It means the sample, as far as possible, is supposed to be deemed, means supposed to be a representative of that entire bag. If you are taking a sample, if you see rice or wheat in very big godowns, they poke one small knife like thing like this and take some grain or grains and then check. That is sampling. So there is no practically true sampling in the world. It is exactly what is for our minds also. There are different factors on which sampling depends. Now we are coming back to mines. If your total area is more, you need more samples. Area is less, you need less samples. Then area also, geological disturbances are more, you need more samples. Waste material is more, you need more samples. Joints or other faults are there, you need more samples. Then, if there are quality variations also, you need many more samples. Geography, what is geography? Let us say the area you are taking a sample is fully hilly, undulated, with some small valley like thing. You see, I am not talking about your 1 hectare or 2 hectares of mine sampling. I am talking about hundreds of hectares of sampling. Large, very large area. Geography, in that it will not get a very plain land, no, what they show in a textbook. So there may be a lot of depressions. There may be a reason for depression. So, geographically when there is certain considerable undulation matlab बहुत गहरा valley type or maybe hill type, you need more samples. Then market requirement. What is that market requirement? Earlier when I was working for Biodilla Mines or I think Kudirmuk, the contract agreement was with Japan. So Japanese, they want very strict sampling, not even 0.1% or 0.08% variation. That time sampling used to be multiple amounts of sampling. So even then most of the times we used to miss the sample and get firing from the boss. Take another case. Maybe 8-9 years before, if you remember, most of you in Ballari, were you really doing sampling? No. There was a lot of requirement for iron ore. Even the Kachda on road was they were selling. What sample? If you ask for sampling, you will not get material. Anyway, so even the market dictates the number of samples you require. Next, one more term. I am very sorry, in this slide there is a mistake, like this annual returns continued. I am very, very sorry for it. Okay, now back. What is homogeneity? One example. Homogeneous means you can call your rice as homogeneous, गेहूं का आटा as homogeneous. Why? Because it is more possible, it is much more possible that a rice of 1 kg in one corner of the bag may be more or less same as another kg in the other corner of the bag. So homogeneity is more or less same. There may not be much variations. Then what is heterogeneity? You go to market, you take generally the green leaves. Do you find all the green leaves to be same? Let us now take shape, not quality. Do you find all the leaves of a green plant of same size? Means the shapes are heterogeneous, the sizes are heterogeneous, means there will be variation from point to point. Now coming back to mines, if more or less the entire area is having similarity in its geological formation or its quality or anything like repetitive, it can have even poor quality, not doesn't matter. It is known as homogeneous, means you can easily say, okay, it is something like this here and it will be something same there. Heterogeneous means you cannot really predict what is going to be next. The sample can be something here, it will be something elsewhere. So this heterogeneity means which frequently changes. What are different types of sampling methods? I have given you a very good notes. I felt it is good. I prepared it myself with simple language. You will like it. Please preserve that notes. Based on location, you can say, if you take it in stream, it is stream sampling, stream sediment sampling. If you take in borehole, it is borehole sampling. If you take in a dump, it is something like dump sampling, whatever name you call, based on the purpose. The purpose means, if you are going to, you see, any sample you take is for, generally for quality assessment. Sometimes you can even take a sample for assessing its strength or for assessing its grain release properties. So another thing, based on the type of sampling, you can call it either a bulk sampling or channel sampling or groove sampling, something like that. Okay, now again the same problem. This one, you see, I am preparing it myself alone. That's why this has taken place. My office is closed. COVID is heavy in Hyderabad, so I am forgetting. Now, pitting, trenching, channeling and grooving and geochemical sampling. These are different types of samplings. Now, I will explain you one more term, what is radicals. Radical means you take iron ore. I will not take gold, silver, lead, what you may not know much. Let us take iron ore. In iron ore, what are the different things you see? You will get iron, you will get silica, and you may get some magnetite, that is also part of iron ore, maybe Fe3O4. So a radical means precisely the element, not the compound. So iron is a radical, silica is a radical. Sometimes these radicals or the metals are expressed in oxides. So For our examination purpose, we don't need that much. But one thing you remember, an oxide of a metal, it is very easy to do metallurgy than its sulfide or carbonate. Now, for different ores, radicals differ. Radicals means the what you require. Like if you are doing for iron ore, the radicals what you need to sample are iron and silica, alumina, and phosphorus. Yes, even phosphorus. So these are the four important radicals. You may have other metals, they are not much bothered, but these are the important radicals. So please remember, for every material, the radical analysis is different for every ore. For zinc, it is different. Through this video, I request our friends working in mines, especially metal mines, what are the different radicals? I also don't know. Let me be frank. I am not that knowledgeable. Different radicals you need to analyze for zinc ore, like zinc smelters, what they need, and lead and copper. Some people are from Khetri, and manganese. Yes, my friend whom I talked yesterday is from manganese mine, Moil, Umesh Sherveji. So kindly send us what are the radicals you generally analyze for that war. Other friends also can understand. पता नहीं कौन बोल सकता, क्वेश्चन भी आ सकता उसमें. Next, what do we do with samples? Whatever samples we are collecting, what you are going to do? You will find the first physical characteristic for assessing the grindability. Especially the samples, when you collect them in bulk, they check the grinding properties. Means what is its compressive strength, what is its other strength, what is the force required to grind them, to what extent you need to grind them for making it clean, because the silica what is there, let us take Fe2O3, along with it there may be some silica in form of BHQ or BHJ, maybe in zinc, that is pyrite or other things, you will find some other impurities. Sometimes the impurities are not washable, they will be inside the rock, they will be inside that mineral. If you grind it, then only it will be released. For that purpose, they need to know the grindability. Then, of course, chemical analysis that everybody knows. Then, finding grain release property. What is this grain release property? Certain minerals, they are strongly bonded with silica and other impurities. Only at one particular size of grinding, maybe 100 microns, maybe 200 microns, at some particular grinding only, you can release that impurity. So they want to know even that, because let me tell you, sampling is more important during exploration. If you are going to have a beneficiation plant than what you do in mines. So the grinding properties will decide what type of plant you are going to have. Now sampling during production. During production, like you are working in mines, you have to take sampling during drill cuttings. From blasted muck you will collect. Then if you have a crusher, you collect the crushed sample in the running mill, because you can't go inside a crusher, no? So once you crush, the material comes from the belt or apron feeder. So you collect the material from there, that is one more sample. During different stages of beneficiation, matlab washing, all that. My friends working in small mines without all this need not be surprised. If you people want, I will take one more lesson for those people where they don't have all these facilities. Then during loading, you can take, loading means rake loading, that is train, rake. Then slime sampling. Slime sampling is important. Slime means the waste. Especially in iron ore and other areas where lot of waste is there, it mixed with water after grinding everything, that daldal type ka hai na material, that burada in Telugu they call. That material is dumped in separate place known as slime pots. Even the slime is sampled for one reason. You may be losing good material in that. In NMDC, at some time the slime was also sold during iron ore demand. So slime sampling is important. What this tells us? क्या फायदा है ये सब लेने के लिए? The reason is, it talks about the efficiency of the system. Yes. Drilling, okay, no much efficiency system you cannot find. Blasted muck, you can't find efficiency of the system. After crushing, You can find the efficiency, what is the amount of fines generated, what are the lumps generated, something like that. Okay, so that gives you the efficiency of the system. Now very important points are given in the notes. Please go through, because my friends told no, not more than 15 minutes. I am only limiting to 15 minutes. And lastly, I want to tell you, many people are asking about webinar. Please listen carefully. Webinar is a live discussion that requires a lot of preparation. I have already conducted a lot of webinars for some other meetings. For you, when I conduct, I need to collect your email ID, link it with the phone number, and also your name. Because, and I will allot you, I means our office, will allot you unique number like some Ramchandra. Ramchandra will get number 1031. For your period when you are with us, maybe another 1 year, we are going to conduct all this 1 year, 2 years, whatever it is, your number will be only that. It will not be allotted to anybody else in future also. So that unique number we have to allot depending upon whether you are interested to join webinar or not. Because especially in this Facebook, when you make friends and likes and dislikes, they simply join. Click the link, whatever link it gets, they join. That's how some 10-15 people come and leave after seeing all this Jamela, what is war, what is legislation, section 19. They don't find any movie actor's name in that. They don't find any good song, beautiful photograph or happy birthday. So they are leaving. Good. Welcome and bid farewell. So in your case, please send your email IDs. We have received only 340. Once we reach a limit of 500, we will close it, because my webinar capacity is, I think, around 600. 150 into 4. This webinar, after you get the number, we will send you the mails. Please correct your mail also. Most of the mails are wrong. Around 10 mails came back yesterday. Please see that your mail is correct. Then I wish you all best of luck. Take care of the COVID. Be careful. Thank you.